Hello and welcome back to the Transform Awards Europe 2026. I'm joined now by Formbrand Studio. We have the two co-founders, Beth and Alex Andlaw, and you guys have been shortlisted in one category for tonight's awards, and that's of course with London's Air Ambulance charity. That's in the Best Visual Identity by a charity, NGO or non-profit. Very exciting. Perhaps you guys could tell me a little bit about the charity and what they do.
Yeah, sure. London's Air Ambulance charity provides the capital with the only helicopter emergency medical service. So it's providing a trauma doctor and paramedics when time is too short for a patient to reach the hospital. They really have to have the treatment on scene to stand a chance of survival.
And tell me about the crux of the brand challenge that was presented to you guys.
So London's Air Ambulance charity came to us having done a new organisational strategy, which was looking at the next 15 years of the organisation. And they really saw an opportunity and a need to diversify their fundraising and to really connect with more of London's communities to help them reach their future goals.
And how did you guys set about helping them? You know, what was the research phase involved in this project?
So we always carry out an in-depth immersion with our clients. Part of that was obviously spending time with the crews, with the trauma doctors, the paramedics, up at the helipad, and also getting to know the fundraising teams and all of the incredible people that work at the charity itself. What became really clear to us is that we needed to marry up two quite separate elements of the organisation to help come through their organisational strategy into their brand strategy. And that was looking at the urgency of the paramedics and the trauma doctors and the crew and what it is that they do, as well as the hope and the warmth of how the charity supports London and all of its communities.
Fantastic. And what were some of the personal highlights in this brilliant project for both of you guys?
I think personal highlight really was when we had a brand idea which was Propelling Promise, and when we came up with that brand idea, the sort of realisation that really sort of gravitated the organisation, pulled everyone together, just was a really magical moment. It sort of felt like that was really relevant and got across the idea of emergency and hope in sort of one sentiment. And I think then when we actually came on to actually create the visual identity for it, we sort of created this propelling gradient, which sort of really got everyone's excited really across the brand. So I felt like that was a really amazing moment.
What was your personal highlight, Beth?
I think the same. I think seeing the brand idea, Propelling Promise, really come to life and seeing that ignite the teams within the organisation. And that's, you know, everyone from the pilots, the trauma doctors, the paramedics, right the way through to fundraising and HR and finance. Everyone could really get behind that idea. And I think when we felt that momentum within us as a team, it was a really exciting moment.
Absolutely. And so you guys have given them this fantastic identity that's able to unite them internally. So what's next for their brand moving forward?
So we've been helping them with applying then that brand strategy to their fundraising strategy. So looking at their integrated fundraising and communications activities, you know, say it's looking at a specific fundraising revenue, how can the brand idea inspire your communications around that to really help tie everything together as an organisation and keep that brand consistency singing through the organisation.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about Formbrand. So what's going on with you guys and what's next on the horizon? We live in such interesting times with AI and so many interesting clients out there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we've got a really interesting year coming up. We're working with clients like British Cycling and Team England, which we're going to be, we just released actually. We're going to be looking for their work to release in the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Yeah, so that's really exciting to see the work in real life and out there. Clients like tech companies such as Dentally and the SaaS organisations. Those are really interesting clients because we have to deal with AI integrated into those areas, which is lovely. We can really bring our ideas to life. But it's also, you know, it's actually a really exciting time, I think, in the industry, you know, for us anyway. As a small organisation, we can be quite nimble and agile and sort of, you know, use all of those tools to deliver really interesting projects.
Fantastic. Well, Beth, Alex, thank you so much for your time and best of luck at tonight's awards.
Thanks very much.
So much.
Cheers.